Now we move on to section 2, and the title is Respiratory Protective Equipment Advice for Factory Employees. Respiratory is related to your breathing, right? Protective equipment, like there can be a mask, there can be a helmet or anything like that. Respiratory protective equipment advice for factory employees. Okay, I just had a thought that my table may fall, and their table fell. See, law of attraction. So with my magical powers, I did that. Yeah, I just had a thought a second ago that this table might fall, and that table fell there. Yeah. One day somebody made our camera out of order. किसी ने ऐसा सोचा ना तो camera ही खराब हो जाए. It happened. Okay, that's all right. It's natural. Yeah. Table fell on Yasin. So now let's go to questions, please. Questions 15 to 21. Complete the sentences below. Choose one word from the text for each answer. This is very common question type in academic IELTS as well as general training IELTS. The good thing is questions and answers are in order. Once you find one answer, read on, and sometimes you find all the answers in one paragraph. Okay, so let's read the question. Some respirators. Now, even if you don't know the meaning of respirator, you can imagine respirator. With the help of that, you take your breaths and all that. Some respirators are unsuitable for use in areas with limited levels of, underline limited levels of. Now they will use synonym of limited levels of, and then there will be the answer. Please come to first paragraph. You need to wear respiratory protective equipment when you are doing work where you could breathe. Please come to third line. Common health effects from breathing hazardous substances include sore eyes and headaches. Make sure you are using the right RPE. RPE means respiratory protective equipment for the task. For example, negative pressure respirators. Now that is our clue word. Negative pressure respirators should not be used in low oxygen environments. Low oxygen means limited level of. For low, they use the word limited level of, and the answer is oxygen. Well done. Limited levels of and low, and then oxygen environments. For environments, level of, and all that. So answer is oxygen. Question number 16. Facial fit tests should be conducted on a dash basis. Very simple. Daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, and all that. Second paragraph. Some types of RPE must have a tight seal around the facial area to be effective. Now facial is our clue word. Your employer will arrange a yearly facial fit test. Yearly. What does it mean? Facial fit test should be conducted on a yearly basis. Well done. Answer is yearly. Question number 17. For workers who have a dash, an alternative to tight fitting RPE may be required. Workers who have a dash. Same paragraph. Please come to fourth last line after full stop. Facial hair growth. Found it? Facial hair growth makes it most impossible to get a good seal. So if you have a beard, you should talk to your employer about other forms of RPE. What is the question? Facial for workers who have a beard, an alternative to tight fitting RPE may be required. So answer is beard. Question number 18. Workers should avoid cleaning their RPE with dash. Now it's going to be material, with water, with something. So please come back. Cleaning. It's the third last paragraph. Cleaning. Cleaning your RPE. Wash and dry your RPE after using it. Use a mild detergent, as harsh products such as solvents can cause damage. When something causes damage, workers should not use that. So what is the answer? Solvents. Well done. Workers should avoid cleaning their RPE with solvents. Well done. Question number 19. RPE can either be hung up or placed on a timber dash. Timber means made of wood. Timber dash in order to dry it. So let's see. Timber something. Same paragraph. Dry your RPE. Found it? Last line. Dry your RPE on a solid wooden rack. For wooden they use the word timber. Timber and wooden, they are synonyms. So correct answer is rack. Question number 20. It is important to ensure that the RPE dash are not, R means answer will be plural. RPE dash are not ripped and can still stretch. So let's see. Second last paragraph. Maintaining your RPE. Inspect your RPE after each use and during cleaning. Make sure you check the straps for breaks, tears, fraying edges and deterioration of elasticity. So make sure you check the straps. Now what's the question? It is important to ensure that the RPE straps are not ripped and can still stretch. What is the word for stretch? Elasticity is for stretch. And what is the word for ripped? Break. Break is for ripped. Okay, so correct answer is straps. Question number 21. RPE should not be exposed to direct dash when it is being stored. Direct dash. Yeah. Please come to last paragraph. Improper storage can cause distortion of your RPE. Store your RPE in a clean, dry place away from dust, oil and sunlight. Away from oil, dust and sunlight. And what do they say here? RPE should not be exposed to direct sunlight when it is being stored. All right. Now let's go on. Now we've got the next passage. Working with cows in a dairy. Guidelines for employer. Right? If you go to Australia, you will work with cows, huh? Yeah. So working with cows in a dairy, guidelines for employers. Employer means the bosses, the people who run the company. They are called employers. Okay. Let's see what the questions are. 22 to 27. Complete the table below. We have table completion type of questions with one word only. And remember, whenever there is a table to complete, questions and answers are in order. And you need to find some clue words there. Okay. So we've got two portions in the table. One is hazards and second is managing the hazard. Hazards and how to manage the hazard. And you see there is no question in the hazard column. All the questions are in the column where how to manage the hazard. So question number 22, I'm reading it from the beginning. Remove solid spills such as grain immediately. Solid spill. Spill means when you spill something on the floor. Remove solid spills such as grain immediately. Ensure all items of dash have good grip. Now all items of dash have good grip. Please come back to first paragraph, slips and trips. Slips and trips, and we will just look for the word grain. Yeah, grain is in first bullet point. Number 1, first bullet point. So we will read it here. Number 1, first bullet point, surfaces which are wet or dirty. Have a system for cleaning up milk, oil cleaning, fluid and grain spills as soon as they happen and make sure it is followed. Now next one, install non-slip mats in wet work areas and make sure that footwear is slip resistant. Slip resistant means good grip. So what should be the answer? Footwear. Well done. For good grip, the word is slip resistant. Slip resistant and good grip, they are synonyms. Correct answer is footwear. Footwear can be anything like shoes, sandals and all that. Now we read on. Ensure they are fitted to walls. Then they talk about highlight obstruction with brightly colored tape. Underline the word tape. Now answer will come after tape. Question number 23. Overhead obstacles. Ensure they are covered. What do they mean by they? Overhead obstacles. Overhead obstacles like the things which may bump into your head. Overhead obstacles. Ensure that they are covered with dash. Now please come back. All right. So can you see obstacles? Number 2 is obstacles. And second bullet point of number 2. Move obstacles from walkways and entrances where possible. Tripping hazards which cannot be removed should be clearly indicated with yellow tape. Tape is here. Answer is not tape. Wait. Okay. This tape, yellow tape is with the previous question. Go back. For that they use brightly colored. And what is brightly colored? Yellow. Exactly. So this answer is for that. Okay. Now let's read on. Okay, with yellow tape, if there are obstacles overhead, now be attentive. Overhead obstacles. If there are obstacles overhead, these should be wrapped in padding. Exactly. To avoid risk of injury. So correct answer is padding. Okay, don't rush to find the answer. This is IELTS reading, right? Yeah. For brightly colored, yellow. Look at their mentality, huh? Question number 24, unsuitable steps. Provide good lighting and install something. Now listen, think about steps, सीढ़ियाँ, okay? So provide good lighting and install something. Number 3, steps which are too high or not too enough. First bullet point, build steps properly and use non-slip surfaces. Second, handrails should also be fitted. For fitted, they use the word installed. So what is the answer? Handrails. And you know what handrail is? When you are climbing the stairs, there is a grill you are holding that is called handrail. And make sure your spelling is correct. Handrail is one word, write as one word. Okay. Question number 25 is about lifting and carrying, transport containers and calves. Okay, spread the weight evenly between both hands, right? And try to avoid moving containers by hand and use equipment such as dash. When you have to move container, don't move by hand. Use equipment such as dash instead. Okay, for this please come to next page. Managing the hazards. Balance the load by using 2 buckets. Got it? This is the previous point. Balance the load by using 2 buckets, one in each hand. Where possible, use trolleys and other mechanical aids to replace manual tasks. What is the answer? Trolleys, exactly. Read the question. Use equipment such as. Now trolley is an equipment. Mechanical aid is not equipment. And other mechanical equipment to replace manual tasks. Trolleys and by the way, it's one word only. So if you write mechanical wrong, if you write aids wrong, if you write mechanical aids, again it is wrong. You know what you are doing, you're reaching the right point but you're selecting the wrong answer. This is very common among the students. They reach the right place but they select the wrong answer. Okay. Anyways, answer is trolleys. Milking by hand, repetitive handling of milking equipment. Keep everything accessible so that employees don't need to bend or dash. Bend for something or dash. Bend or dash. Last paragraph. Look for the word bend. Okay, it's the second last bullet point, second page, managing the hazards. Think about designing or changing the milking area so workers can change the height they are working at to suit them. Ensure that all equipment needed is closed by to avoid workers having to overreach or adopt a bending position. Now bending is already mentioned. What is second one? Oh, do you know what overreach is? Like you try to get something and you overreach, right? So correct answer is overreach, and bending is given after that. Need to bend or overreach. Question number 27, introduce a system of dash to increase variety. Last bullet point, system of alternate between jobs to reduce repetitious manual handling tasks, including a rotation between putting on and removing milking equipment. So, introduce a system of rotation, right? Rotation to increase variety. Answer is rotation.